Thank you. Joining me in our North Shore studio is Karen Colbert. She is from Handmade at the Lake from Incline Village. Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
You have a beautiful little shop in Incline. Tell me a little bit about it.
Thanks. I started my shop about 8 years ago because I was wanting to offer people an alternative to items made in China. And the best way to do that is to look right in your own backyard and pick from the bounty of wonderful artists and artisans that we have right here at the lake.
It does seem like for such a small community, we have an incredible amount of talent and creativity.
Well, not only talent and creativity, but my gosh, we've got a beautiful backdrop to pull from as well.
That is very true. So, but your passion and what you do is you make quilts.
Yes, I focus on artistic quilts. Again, most people are oil painters or photographers, so I chose fabric as my medium to have something that was a little bit different from what everybody else does. So I pretty much take fabric, I buy it, I cut it up, I sew it back together. So it's kind of a crazy concept of doing things.
Let's hold this one up.
In so doing, then you can kind of see, this is a table runner that I did with wildflowers, kind of purples and greens. I've been in this purple and green thing. But my artistic pieces are, for example, like this one has trees in it and turquoise waters covering up my face here.
It almost looks like it's reversible. Well, you could have this at the top if you wanted it too.
Well, then your trees would be upside down.
Okay, that's true.
But that's okay. You could do what you want to with it.
Now, is this a commissioned piece, or do you sell it like this is? You make up what you want and sell it?
Yeah, pretty much. I make what I want. These are all my original designs. So if I get tired of laying it out, that's the size it's going to be. But I do replicate things periodically. I've made a few of these. I've been at this for 17 years. So when you find a design that fits, you might as well make a few more of them because we have the whole wide world to accommodate there.
And I find that these would be just beautiful decorations for a Tahoe cabin.
Yes.
It's very, very Tahoe themed, sort of,
yes.
Right?
Yes, very much so. This piece is one of my favorites. I'm going to hold this one up again. What I particularly like about this piece is, from an artistic standpoint, it's my favorite piece. It was a concept of going from yellow to red, and orange being that happy medium between those two colors. So if you see here, the orange kind of cuts down through the middle of the piece.
I see it.
And your eye just keeps wandering through the whole thing. I mean, I can imagine if you were sitting in a waiting room or sitting in a restaurant waiting to sit at your table, and you spot this on the wall and you think, okay, there it goes, and there it goes around again. So it's just, art should have a focal point in your rooms. And many people buy a piece of art and design their whole room around that one piece of art. Sure. This piece would definitely be design a room around that kind of piece, because it's something that makes you, you look at it, you walk up closer to it, and then you step back. It's like, how'd she do that? So it evokes a lot of your senses. You want to touch it. I mean, it doesn't smell like anything, but but you want to touch it. But just visually, it's a really impactful piece. So
how many have you made, do you think, over the course of your 17 years?
Oh my gosh, I can't even start to think about that. I work quickly. As I said, I've been at this for a while. I have all my little design squares in pizza boxes. So when all these squares, these red and yellow ones, are all in one box. So if I want to do one of these, I just pull that box out. Different boxes have different things, whether they're based on color or they're based on landscape, trees, mountain type fabrics and whatnot. So it's
how do people find you? How can they come and see these and touch these?
Oh, you can see and touch them at my shop, Handmade at the Lake. I'm over in Incline, next to Wildflower Cafe, so we're right there on Highway 28, across from Christmas Tree Village, on the better side of the street.
Awesome. And also on Etsy.
Yes, I am on both Etsy and Amazon, so if you just go to either of those places and type in Tahoe Quilts, you have a whole array.
Thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate it.
Thanks,
All right, back to you in the South Shore studio.